Good morning, afternoon, evening, everyone. Uh, just a reminder, this session is in English. My name is Dylan Richardson. I'm the Performance and Development Manager at World Para Powerlifting. I'll be delivering the session. Just quickly, I'll overview the protocol. So English to local captions are available. So you'll see with the image to the right, there's the little guidelines on how to activate this. So on somewhere at the bottom of your screen, there's a CC icon. And if you turn the captions/subtitles on, you're able to change the subtitles to a language of your preference. I believe we have 6 languages offered: English, French, Arabic, Russian, Spanish, and Portuguese. So I'll give you a moment to activate this. The captions aren't exactly perfect. I'll try to speak slowly and with clear words so that it could translate it more nicely. So the participant's video and microphone are both off or muted, so it's only myself. So if you want to leave a question or comment, please do so in the question and answer area. So to the right, I believe, of your screen, there should be a panel with a question mark that you're able to submit this. Type it in and submit, and we'll be able to answer them at the end of the presentation. So this webinar will be recorded and available afterwards. For some of you joining us late, you could watch on demand, so you could catch up. And afterwards, we invite you to log in to the webinar series hub on Moodle to complete feedback for the certificate. So also send a direct link after the presentation so that you could have quick access to this. So with that, I won't waste any more of your time, and I'll get into today's presentation. So introduction to LiftED. So welcome everyone. Today's presentation, I'll be introducing the Lift Educational Video Database, also known as Dartfish, that World Para Powerlifting launched in the past year. I'll talk about the benefits, show how it works, and hopefully give you some guidance on how you could use it, whichever your role is. So I hope everyone is staying safe, following the guidelines of their national health organization and their governments. It's a crazy time, and I hope the webinar series helps connect the community together, and you could take some things from it. Come on. This was supposed to be a map. So we have actually 80 representatives from 87 countries participating in the webinar series. So kudos to the community for joining and wanting to learn. I think this is a really nice accomplishment, and a good credit to our community that they're willing to learn, they're engaged, and they want to see the best for the athletes and for the sport. So welcome from wherever you're joining us, whatever time it is. So the research. So the research shows in American football, in soccer, in basketball, in tennis, we see all the time the coaches in practice, during competition, using video feedback for review, for the benefit of the athletes, for the benefit of the coaches, for technical officials. I know UEFA, they use this for the video assistant replay, VAR, all the time, but also to train the technical officials with offsides, for scouts and administrators to find the next best talent. And the research shows this. So just for athletes, for coaches, for technical officials, it's back looking at different sports. The problem we had with our sport pre-2019 is that there were limited ways to get video footage. So really you had 2 options: to go on YouTube and to download the broadcast view, which was nice and cool and had TV graphics, but it wasn't really from a technical angle. It was sometimes the overhead crane, it was sometimes from one angle, wasn't consistent. Or the other option was to take your smartphone with someone in the crowd, one of your friends, to film it from the right or left angle, to have a coach in the warm-up area, to film the CCTV. So we're really limited to what options which really were available for the community to access this footage. So the solution. So in 2019, we launched the Lift Educational Video Database. So the acronym I use is LiftED. So what we did, at every major competition, we set up 4 cameras from the technical angles, left side, right side, chief referee, and front view, and we film every lift. And with this, we overlay it, and we tag it with the competition data, and we upload it to this platform, LiftED, and provide it to every country, every athlete, every coach, technical official, administrator, all for free. So anyone could log in. You don't necessarily need an account. You could view everything. You could download it, watch it in slow motion. All of this. If you're from Uganda, you could watch athletes from Brazil. It's not limited to you only watching athletes from your country. And since then, since 2019, we have over 6,000 videos from recent competitions. So it's a good testament. We have close to 30,000 views now on the platform, which is really nice to see the community using it. So the benefits of this, so for athletes, coaches, and administrators, it allows them to review their own performance, but also other athletes to see their technique. If you're a development athlete and you're looking to become the best in the world or improve your technique and your results, the best way is to mimic other athletes, to see how they're lifting, the errors they're not making, the errors that the athlete themselves is making. And with that, to understand the lift sequences. So since 2017, the no lift sequences before have been in the rules, and through LiftED, you're actually able to view the lift sequences. You could filter if you're trying to better understand how the referees apply no lift body position, what passes, what doesn't. You could use the LiftED system. And for technical officials, maybe other stakeholders like classifiers, you're able to review these no lift sequences, and you're able to open up the video and practice judging lifts. You could just press play from exactly the left referee or the right referee, practice judging the lift and what you would give the judgment for that lift. And with this, some of you may have seen the news, but we've launched a technical official hub for all of the certified tech officials. We're doing quizzes, we're doing activities so that the consistency of the officiating increases. And it's a really powerful tool to be able to use these videos to train the referees, and it's integrated in all our education courses now, which is really nice to see. So how to access the platform. So to access it, you need internet. So the link is right there on your screen. So tinycc/WPPO-lifted. But with that, you don't need an account. You could just log in and see everything. So lifts can be viewed, searched, filtered, shared, downloaded, favorited, and I'll go into detail about that in the coming slides. So the primary language of all the tags is English, but the interface itself of LiftED or DartFit is available in multiple languages. So you'll see there English, French, Spanish. I think this is simplified Chinese, ZH, Korean, Japanese, Deutsch, German, and Italian. So on any page on LiftED or Dartfish, just if you scroll to the bottom, you'll see on the image there that you can select your preferred language. So the acronym or the language codes are at the bottom there, and the interface itself will change to that language. So favorite will change, download, share. Some of the common terms will change to your preferred language. So on any video, you're able to modify how you watch it. So if you click on any video, you could play it in slow motion. You could move frame by frame. So I'll use an example of Ali Jawad, this video here. So down at the bottom with this arrow, you'll see this is the play and pause button. The 1-1 is to modify the speed of the play. So you could change it to 1-2, 1-4, and it'll play in slow motion. And these two arrows to the right of that is to move frame by frame. So if you really want to see the athlete's lockout or the movement in frame by frame, you could use this. And also in the bottom right there, you'll see the full screen button. This could be useful if you're watching on your phone or if you're watching even on your computer or displaying it during a presentation. Putting the video to full screen is beneficial. So as I mentioned before, each athlete's lift attempt is tagged with keywords related to it. So these could be used to search, filter, and for your information. So it's important to note the overall lift decision. So the lift decision for cumulatively all three referees is always in full words. So it's always listed as good lift or no lift. You'll see if you hover over it, it'll have a tag saying overall lift decision. But to just quickly reference, it's always the full word. Never GL, never NL, always good lift or no lift in full. So the specific referee decision is always an acronym. So it's either GL, NL, BP, body position, bar control, chest, or press. So always an acronym for the specific referee. So if you're looking at a left referee angle, for example, the acronym that will show is the decision of the left referee as the acronym. So it could be, let's say, NLBP and NLCH. So the left referee on that lift from the angle gave them no lift body position and no lift chest, where it could be listed as the overall lift decision as good lift, where the chief referee and the right referee gave that athlete a good lift. So you'll see here just the list of all the keywords that are associated with each video. So you'll see the angle is listed, so chief referee, front view, left referee, right referee, the athlete's name, always listed as last name, then first name, the athlete's body weight, so what they weighed in at specifically during that competition, the athlete's body weight category in its acronym, so you'll see men's dash up to 49, women's up to 41 kilograms, so it'll always listed as an acronym, the competition name, so in the WPPO format, so the city, the year, and the event name. So for example, Manchester 2020 World Cup. The lift attempt weight, so the amount of kilograms the athlete lifted for that attempt. The National Federation or the National Paralympic Committee using their International Paralympic Committee country code. So I have it listed at ABC, but Great Britain will be GBR, Egypt will be EGY. Will always be listed as the acronym. As I mentioned in the previous slides, the overall lift decision always as the full word, so either good lift or no lift. The round that the specific attempt was attempted, so round 1, round 2, round 3, or power lift. The specific referee decision, so as an acronym, so GL for good lift, NL for no lift body position, and NLBC, no lift bar control, NLCH, no lift chest sequence, NLPR, no lift press sequence. If there was a technical challenge, we'll include a marker there, and it'll show check technical challenge, and it'll include the decision. If the decision was overturned, it will be reflected in the overall lift decision. And if the athlete's a junior, they'll have a marker saying junior. So as a visual example, you'll see a video from 2019, the Tokyo World Cup, with these tags. So this athlete from Kyrgyzstan, he weighed 79.07 kilograms in the men's up to 80 category. In the third round, he lifted 167 kilograms. From the left referee, they gave them no lift press sequence, and the overall lift decision was no lift. And on that, if you're watching from your computer or your phone, if you just hover over the keyword, it will actually show you the category. So if you hover over round 3, it will say round, and the same, no lift, it'll say overall lift decision and such. And if you're looking to look at other lists that are tagged with similar keywords, you could click on any of these and it'll bring you, for example, if you're the coach for Kyrgyzstan, if you click KGV, it will bring you to all the videos on LiftED that are tagged with this NPC. And in a subsequent slide, I'll talk about advanced filtering. So if you want to combine multiple keywords in your search, for example, looking at all the Kyrgyzstani athletes that got good lift at the Tokyo 2019 World Cup, you're able to do so. So how to search? So at the top of each page on LiftED, there's a search bar similar to Google. And with that, each athlete lift video is labeled in the same format. Always the athlete's name, the round, and then the angle. So the example I used is Doe Jonathan, R1 for round 1, and CR for chief referee. So you're able to if you want to search by that, but you could also search by the keywords. So here's an example of the search bar at the top right of the screen. So I did a search using Jawad Ali, and it brought me all the videos from the competitions he participated in. So you see he participated in the Tokyo World Cup, and we have these 12 clips of him. And you'll see that the video format, so last name, first name, the round, and then the angle. So on LiftED, you could filter the athletes by a single or multiple keywords. So this is the example I use. If you're a referee or you're a coach and you want to look at something very specific. So for example, all the good lifts that were given at the Nursultan 2019 World Championships from athletes from Zimbabwe, you're able to do so. So to do this, you're going to go on the videos tab of LiftED. So you'll see the home, which is the main page, collections, which are kind of like folders, and videos is just a giant list of every video that's listed, that's uploaded to the LiftED channel. You'll see this filter icon. So if you click on that, you're able to filter by whatever you want. So multiple keywords. So you'll see that all the categories of keywords, this is pretty advanced, but you could easily just search. So the example I gave, Zimbabwe, all the good lists from athletes from Zimbabwe at the Nursultan 2019 World Championships. And let's add the cog or the keyword from the chief referee angle. So you could search in the search bar, you could search the country code. So Zimbabwe is ZIM, and then you click it. The angle, you could open this keyword and press chief referee, You could search competition, Nursultan, and after you select all the keywords that you want, press filter, and it'll return your wish. With that, so I'll go back to this example with Ali. So it's filtered by the athlete's name. You could click to delete one of the keywords if you want. So if the example I gave, so all the good lifts from Zimbabwe, or I'll use this example. Let's do this now, actually. One moment. So we're at the home page for the LiftED channel. So the home, collections, videos. Let's see, we also have some highlights and recordings of the webinars, highlights and features to promote the sport that you're able to share, which I'll go into in a couple of slides. So we go over to the videos, like I mentioned. Here we go, all the videos that we have. We sort by most recent, most popular, whatever, but the key button is the filter. So if you click filter, you could click these arrows to make all the folders close. So I'm going to go, we don't have it. So I searched gym. We have no athletes from Zimbabwe that appeared. So we'll go through some Nursultan. Let's go Nursultan World Championships. So I'm going to search the competition, Nursultan World Championships. So we want overall decision of good lifts. So we're going to click that. We said from the chief referee. Yeah, I'll try again. Zimbabwe, nothing. Let's look. So double check NPC. So we see our listing of NPC. So it's returning the values that are eligible. So so under NPC, so we had 2 athletes from Algeria, for example, at Nursultan 2019, or 2 videos, sorry, from Nursultan 2019 that had good lift from the chief referee angle. Oops. Close that. Yeah, that's the example I'm going to use. Let's use Finland. So filter videos. So there we have it. So we have the 3 videos of Johanni Koko from Finland that had good lift from the chief referee position at the Nursultan 2019 World Championships. So I could clear the filter completely and start from 0, or I could say, okay, let's get rid of Finland. We want to see all the good lifts. So there we go. Now we have 161 videos that meet our filter. We want to get more specific. We want to go specific referee decisions. Go the overall decision, they got good lift, but specific referee, they got no lift body position. So there we go. So the resulting video, so the overall decision was good lift, but the chief referee gave no lift body position for these 5 videos. So we could open them up and see the specific faults related to body position. Maybe some head movement that the referee gave them. And if you go back, you'll see your filter is still held onto. So I'll go back to our presentation here. Stop sharing. Just 1 second, sorry. Show contribute. There we go. Sorry. Okay, we're back. So there's a description on how to filter. You could really get the specific result that you're looking for using this advanced filtering. So if you're really curious to look at a specific athlete and all the specific lift sequences they got from a specific angle, you're able to use multiple keyword filtering to select this, which is useful, especially for athletes and coaches. So on LiftED, any video can be downloaded as a file. This is really useful, especially for people, or really for any stakeholder that doesn't have consistent internet access or wants this for their record keeping. They're able to download the video as a file to their desktop. And yeah, I might say pretty decent quality. The cameras we use are pretty good, but the files are manageable. It's about a 10-second, 15-second clip normally. So with that, you could edit together your own videos if you want to make post it to your website, or share it through email or something like this, or if you don't have consistent internet access. So to do this, you don't necessarily need an account. On any video, there's this download button. So you're able to it's right below the video, above the keywords. You're able to just press download. It will take 3 or 5 seconds to create the file, and you could select where on your phone, which folder on your phone or your desktop you want to save the file to, similar to downloading any file from the internet. So with this, you're able to share it or use it how you wish. So you're also able to favorite videos. So to do this, you actually need an account. So to create an account is for free. You can use your email, you can link it to your Facebook if you have, or an Apple account. So with this, you're able to favorite any videos you want, and it bookmarks it in a folder for you on your LiftED or Dartfish account. So to do this, on the top right of the channel, you'll see, or this is my account, but you'll see a sign in button. So with that, you can press sign in, and it'll ask you to log in with your account details or create an account. So you could create an account, as I said, using your email, and just need to verify it. You can connect it through your already existing Facebook or Apple account. And with that, you're able to have your videos, your collections, your favorites, things like this. And just to mention, it is free. So you don't need to sign up for any additional service of Dartfish. They have different apps and different things, but to have just a regular account to view videos, to favorite videos, you're able to do this at no cost. So you don't need to put your credit card in, you don't need to pay any money. You're able to just create a free account, subscribe to the channel, favorite as many videos as you wish. And I think I have a setting that if you are subscribed to our channel, when I make an update and upload new videos, you'll get an update email saying, hey, World Para Powerlifting has added details about the Dubai World Cup, the videos from the Dubai World Cup, just as a reminder. But just to emphasize that it might hint at purchasing more products and services from Dartfish, but this feature is completely, to have an account is completely free and it costs nothing. So on any video, once you have it open, you're able to click the favorite button, and then this will save it to your profile. You'll see there, so it's confirmed, added to your favorite videos. And at the bottom right there, you can view your favorite videos. And this will show you all your folder of everything you favorited. Maybe similar to YouTube, that you can save a video to a collection or something like this. And also at the top, you'll see the favorites icon that will also list the group, your collection of favorites of videos you selected. So another feature of the LiftED channel or Dartfish is that they could easily be shared. So this is an old feature of the internet, but you could share it directly, the link directly to Facebook, to Twitter, to your WhatsApp, contacts, by email, or just by the link. So to do this, you saw at the bottom there, there's the favorite, the download, and the share icons. So if you click share, it'll bring this pop-up. It'll ask you if you want to share by Facebook, by LinkedIn, by Twitter, WhatsApp, and you'll follow the prompts. Maybe some of them you need to log in or link, but it'll enable you to share that specific video to your profile or your friend's page or whatever. Or you could just copy the link and share it as you would any other link on the internet. You could also embed the video. So if you have a website, or maybe you're an athlete and you're trying to promote yourself or something like this, or you have an educational website for your athletes, you're able to take the embed code. So it could be embedded in on your website page. So similar to how YouTube embedded video would work, if you wish. So with that, I hope my presentation was enjoyable. I'll just go back to the LiftED homepage and highlight a few more things just to show the features in action. But I see a couple questions that were posed, so I'll be able to answer those in 1 second. But I just want to highlight some of the features. Okay. So just visually seeing, this is what the homepage looks like. I hope some of you have been there before, but you'll see the recent uploads of things that have been updated, highlights and features. As I said, these are promotional videos that are also posted to Facebook or YouTube, that if you want to promote the sport in your country or to different athletes or something, you're able to share these yourself and promote the sport. So we have lots of things, lots of highlight videos from past competitions, different features that World Paragraph has done for social media. Really interesting if you want to promote the sport to different athletes or show people kind of the excitement of the sport. So we have the Rise Up video. So something we play ahead of the A to Z video ahead of every session. So if you're hosting national competitions, you're able to download these and show them, so it can mimic an international level competition. I have a folder called tutorials and webinars. So this is where we're uploading different things. So how to access the Tokyo ranking list, the different webinars that have been hosted by specific NPCs or throughout this webinar series. So you're able to rewatch these on demand as you want. And then also collections. So collections are similar to folders. If you want to view any videos by the specific competition, we have it organized. So we have the EGO World Cup, Lima, so some of the competitions from 2019 that we were able to film at, as well as 2020. We also have a collection, coaching resources. We have a wonderful partner called Muscle in Motion. We're able to share some 3D visuals of how to complete proper exercises. So a nice reference for some of the coaches and athletes on how the I guess anatomical view, 3D view of the muscles and the bones, completing different exercises related to the sport. So it could be interesting, especially in these moments where athletes could be training with different accessories or at home for coaches to use. So as I mentioned previously, the advanced filtering is under videos, pressing this filter key, and you're able to do so. Select the multiple keywords that you wish to view. On a specific, you'll have the keywords at the bottom. So you'll see, as I mentioned, you'll see there that has the category of the keyword you recall, and as well as up here, you'll see that we call it overlay information, but the same keywords, but with the grouping. So if we full screen this, you're able to see it a bit. And you could play You could put it in slow motion, as I said. You could go frame by frame to really view the lift. We have the favorite, the download, and the share buttons. As I said, so these keywords could be clicked. So let's click GBR. So we'll see all the videos on LiftED that are tagged with Great Britain. You'll see all their athletes at various competitions. If you want to filter that even more, it takes the country and it'll show you with the pre-existing keyword of Great Britain. You could add filters if you want to look at a specific athlete. It goes with Cody Newson. Let's say from the left referee position filter. It will show her 3 videos from the left referee position that are on the LiftED channel. Just 1 second. So I'm going to go back to Oops. Okay, I'm going to switch up quickly. So the one thing I want to highlight is the specific link. So I'll share it. So it's tinycc/WPPO-lifted, but I'll share that in the file in the chat, and I'll try to answer some questions here. Just want to bring up the slides so you're not necessarily seeing. Okay. Try to hide something. Oops. Okay. So just so I could read some questions here. So one of the questions we have is it possible in the future to associate LiftED to an approved national competition and to record the competition? It's definitely possible. Great question. It's something that ad hoc we're offering. So so to use LiftED or the programming of Dartfish, there is a fee that World Parapowerlifting covers, and to have the channel, there is a cost for this, but it's not put on the community. At every major competition right now, so World Cup level, major multi-sport games, so let's say Asian Para Games, Paralympic, regional games, things like this. The plan is to be there and to be recording and tagging at this level of competition. But for sure, if a national federation or national Paralympic committee is hosting a national approved event and they want to have this feature for the benefit of their athletes, please contact us. We'd love to have the setup there, whether us traveling in person or some sort of alternative solution. We're able to do so. So for sure, great question. We'd love to do it. It will only grow the channel and benefit the sport even more. So another question, is it possible to add Arabic language to this website? It'll be easier to use by our athletes and coaches. So this is something, Dartfish is the company that we're using to host the LiftED channel. So this is something, feedback I've given in the last year to them. And as I understand, we're not the only stakeholder. I know the international federations for judo, for taekwondo, lots of national federations and soccer or football clubs use Dartfish. And it's something I think lots of people have requested. So I'm hoping it's on the roadmap because I would love this too. It would make it definitely easier to use, but it's not necessarily in our control, but definitely good feedback that we've written to and provided to them. So we hope in the coming months or years that it will be a consideration. So just looking quickly, it doesn't seem like there's more questions coming in. I'll wait a moment or two if people want to write anything in. Doesn't appear anything is coming in. I shared the feedback form in the chat, the announcement box to the right, so you'll be able to have a direct link to that. So I'll also add the channel link. Just give me 1 second. Go. So I added that also to the chat so you can have direct access. Be sure to bookmark that. It's an important link. Something quick to mention, they also have an app, so you're able to access the channel from your phone fairly easily. Their website, the LiftED channel, is formatted for mobile, so it's easy to use from your phone. Just a big thank you for everyone that's joined us so far for the webinar series. This is something we're continuing on for the foreseeable future. Right now we have webinars scheduled into the fall, until November, mid to end November, which we're continuing to add them. So be sure to check the webinar hub. Our next webinar, so we hope you join us for the next one, is tomorrow at 7 p.m. Central European time. So the same time as today, but on October 6th, and really interesting subject. So COVID-19 considerations for disabled athletes. So this is in Portuguese with English translation by voice. So it'll be an interesting one. And we have continually webinars in Spanish, English, Arabic that are all coming up on really interesting topics. Some researchers disseminating research and their projects on some interesting things specific for coaches and athletes that could be beneficial. We have something on injuries in Arabic coming up later in October. Later in November, we have Aleko giving some presentations on optimizing athlete immunity, returning to training, talking about some of the equipment solutions for para-powerlifting. So some really interesting topics in multiple languages. So I really hope that you enjoy it and you're able to join us. And be sure to provide feedback. We're looking at this. If you have an idea of what you want to hear about or you want to present about a certain topic, we're able to facilitate that. And we want the community to share and to connect them in this crazy time. So with that, just to wrap up, thank you very much for participating. Thank you for your questions and your time. We really hope you're safe and following the guidelines by your national health organizations and your governments. And we hope to see you soon at the next webinar series. Be sure to check the webinar series hub for any updates and our website for any news. So thank you very much. Have a nice afternoon, evening, or morning based on where you're at. Take care.